Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're watching this. Another update from Through Black and White Eyes today. Apologise for doing two videos, but we've been given more info, so we had to come on. And obviously, with the news of Hayden leaving, we thought it would be best to do a little video about what I've heard. And there's some exciting stuff again. It really is, and it's going to be absolutely manic. The window opens on Friday. We're not far away from it. So expect a lot of videos from the channel, even though I will be working night shift Friday, Saturday. I'm working Wednesday, Thursday day shift. So we will try our best to get as much information to you when we get it, as quick as we get it. Twitter's gone ballistic because there's loads of stuff happening now. No one saw this one coming. I mean, we knew Hayden was going to be leaving, but we didn't know where until today. But outgoings, you know, we know they're going to happen. It's the incomings we want to get right. We want to know who's coming into Newcastle as quickly as possible. So let's get on with the information. So Isaac Hayden, just want to say a massive thank you to him. I'm sure everybody else will be the same. I thanked him on Twitter. For me, he was one of the first names on the team sheet, especially during the Rafa days and also that season in the Championship. He was absolutely phenomenal. Scoring the winner against Chelsea at the Gallagher end, you know, when we beat them 1-0 was fantastic. He did score some very important goals for us. He didn't score many. He only scored 6 in 151 appearances since 2016. But he was well worth the money we spent on him. I think he's been an excellent servant for us, and I wish him all the best. Now, the deal is a loan, but I have heard it's an option to buy if Norwich get promoted. So Hayden could see himself in a Norwich shirt in the future as well, if all goes to plan for Norwich coming straight back up in the Championship. If they keep the players that they've gone down with again and maybe add a couple more to it, it's worth backing them to win the Championship next season. I know it's hard to win that league, but Norwich always seem to have this bounce back ability. So either back them to win it or back them to go up automatically. Because with Hayden in the team and the likes of Puke and them lot, and they might even get Murphy from us as well, you never know. It is worth putting a little bit of money on Norwich to come straight back up now, because I think they'll be contenders. And the next contenders are possibly going to be Middlesbrough. So the news that I've heard is that Dwight Gayle has had talks with Middlesbrough, Borough, the Smoggies. But not just them. He's also spoken to West Brom and also Sheffield United as well. So they're another two strong teams in the Championship who could potentially automatically go up. And Dwight Gayle will bring goals to the Championship. He'll score 20 goals easily. Even though he's at the age that he is now, he still will score 20 goals. So if he goes to Borough, Sheffield United or West Brom, you know, you can bank your top dollar that they'll be thereabouts. And it wouldn't surprise me if Norwich may be coming for a cheeky bid for Gayle as well, to be honest with you, because they've always relied on Puke, but if they can get Gayle to bang in some goals as well for them, that's a hot prospect. And Dwight Gayle is a Championship striker. I've said it for a long time, but I thank him again for his service because he got us out with that Championship. He did really well under Rafa in the first season in the Premier League. Didn't score many goals, but he worked his socks off. And that's what we like to see in the Newcastle shirt. But other than that, it's nice to see Dan Ashworth doing his work, getting the deadwood out, and then freeing up for players to come in, which we'll get to very soon. The next player I've heard who's had talks on a leave is Darlow. So, you know, there's lots of rumours that Darlow might make way for the Henderson deal. You go to Man United and sit on the bench. But I have heard that he's had talks with Middlesbrough as well. So Middlesbrough are the front runners for Darlow. A bit of a surprise that, because I thought you'd go to West Brom or somewhere like that. But they've got a good goalkeeper as well, to be fair. But yeah, so Darlow to Borough is an actual bit of inside news for you, along with Dwight Gayle possibly going to Borough as well. So they've had talks, so they're going to have talks. I'm not saying it's definitely happening, but they could be the next two out the door. And then along with Hendrick, Clark to the USA, hopefully, as we've heard. But we've also heard that Steve Bruce's sniffing around Clark and getting them to West Brom potentially. But there we go. So that's a bit of news for you. Now on to the incomings. And again, not very good at pronouncing names, but this lad, Luca Suic. I think that's how you pronounce it. I mean, Sucic. Very highly thought of. This has definitely got Dan Ashworth's name written all over it. He's the one who's mentioned his name to the board. However, I have also read that Liverpool are very interested in this highly rated midfielder. Don't know a lot about him, but now I've become a big fan because we're interested. But he's 19. He plays in midfield. Wears a shirt number 21. He's left-footed. His strengths are ball control. He has no outstanding weaknesses. He can play as a centre mid or he can play as an attacking midfielder. His average Salford score so far over the last 12 months is 7.5, which is actually really good for his age. Played 11 times, started 11, 84 minutes. He scored 2 goals. And there's not really many more stats on him, to be honest with you. 2 assists as well. So that's 4 goal contributions in 11 games for a midfielder. That's really good, to be fair. So, yeah, one to look out for, Luca. Again, it's just a name that's been passed on that we're interested. No definites or agents talking or anything like that. It's just we've registered an interest, but also, we've got Liverpool as competition. So it's going to be very difficult. But Dan Ashworth clearly putting his marker down, trying to get the young lads in as well as hopefully finding quality. And hopefully this lad can join Ekiteke through the door, because he's apparently very, very good. Again, I've got a lot of YouTube watching to do, haven't I, on his style. Right, the next one. This is sort of some out of the blue news that I got today from my source, HP. This lad, James Maddison. So there's been contact to Leicester, and we've asked about him. We're talking to Leicester as a club to club, asking what the price would be, is he available, and what's it going to take, basically. I would be very surprised if this happens because I know Arsenal were sniffing around him for a while. These dead ball situations are just unbelievable. I reckon we could end up just being outpriced, and it won't become an option. But it's very interesting, very intriguing that we're looking at proven Premier League English players. It's very important to keep that nucleus going as well. But he's 25 at the, so he's at a good age. His attributes are brilliant: attacking, creativity, his technique, tackling and defending not very good, but he's not that kind of player. His heat map shows him everywhere. His average SOFA score 7.32 is fantastic, absolutely fantastic scores. I mean, some great scores: 9.3 against Watford, 8.2 against Norwich, 7.1 against Villa, 8.8 against Southampton, and 7.7 against Chelsea. So he must have been good. Last season, 35 games played, started 28 of them, average minutes 70. He was in the team of the week 7 times. That's fantastic. 12 goals, which we're obviously very lacking in midfield. He averages 2 shots per game, 1 shot on target per game, and he's missed 2 big chances, which is not bad either, is it? He's got 8 assists as well. So that really does double up on a lot of statistics on most of our midfield, doesn't it? Key passes per game, 1.4. Big chances created, 11. We've got Wilson on the end of them. We could smash in a few goals, couldn't we? Touches per game, nearly 42. That's really high. Passing accuracy, 81%. 88 in his own half. Opposition half only 67. But I wouldn't look at that as that it's bad. What that means is that Madison always tries dangerous balls, and it's not always going to come off. But he's created big 11 chances. So when it does come off, he's creating chances, isn't he? So that's Madison. That's all the information on players. Now, some breaking news that's only just happened. I've only just got a message literally at 7:34 today. Non-disclosure forms have been signed, so we won't know who the sponsor is until it's done. But we have heard the sponsorship is imminent. It's going to be announced very, very soon. If you check the online store now, you cannot buy anything. It's been took down for now. It's not going to be Fun 88. I think there's been an agreement finally made, and that's going to be the end of Fun 88, unless they get a smaller sponsorship, maybe on a sleeve or something like that. But we cannot confirm who the sponsor is due to the fact that they've signed non-disclosure fees. We think it's Saudi Airlines. That was obviously a big rumor, but the sponsor is imminent, and then the new shirt could be imminent, and then the signings will start to be announced because we can start putting them in the shirts and trying to sell shirts in Saudi Arabia. And this is the new Newcastle. That's the last bit of Mike Ashley. Get that Fun 88 off our shirt. Get that 4 away from it, and then we are flying. So I'm excited about the future. I don't know about you guys. Please drop a comment. If you've enjoyed this update, please smash that subscribe button. We're close to 5,000. It's absolutely incredible. Hit the bell button so you know when we're live. And we do have a membership option right down in the description. 99p, 199, 299, or 499. All have different perks. So if you are interested in becoming a member, please read them carefully. And finally, we do have super thanks available just underneath. So if you would like to donate to the channel that way instead, it really does make a massive difference to us. It really does. It helps us to pay for everything that we're doing. But thank you to everyone who has hit that subscribe button, who is a member, who has donated in the past, because you're making this dream possible to keep this channel running, because there is cost to it. But I don't want to go into that. But thank you so much for watching, and hopefully should be back tomorrow night live at 8 p.m. or 8:15 for the Gallagate girls. So please join me, Caitlin and Sam. Nellie's unfortunately bruised her ribs, so she can't make it. We wish her a speedy recovery, but hopefully we'll see you then. This has been Through Black and White Eyes. It's been another update video. Take care of yourself.